AsslamAlaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ayo, alhamdulillah, how you guys doing today? Hey, yo, bruv. Don't click away, bro. Listen, this video is not just for Muslims. This video is not just for Muslims. It's for everyone. Everyone can benefit. Yes, I will probably use terms, or use phrases that specifically target Muslims. But listen, you can take those terms or those words any other way you can, and it will benefit you. This video is for beneficial purposes only. It's not only for a specific group, it's for everyone. Now listen, I don't want to waste any of your time. I'm going to go quick. I'm going to tell you 3, maybe 4, amazing tips, right? And these tips will definitely benefit you. And then I'll go into the explanation later on. If you wait even more, I'll go into even more depths. And hopefully this video will not be longer than 10 minutes. This will be max 7 to 10 minutes long. So I'll go straight into it. Look, the first one, always be conscious of what you're doing, right? And always be conscious. Now, this is for Muslims and for people who believe in God, right? Always be conscious that Allah or God is watching you. So that's the first one. The second one is never have too much free time. Always make sure you're busy, right? Always make sure you're busy, because free time is an opening for bad things to happen. 3, never watch never watch anything by yourself. What do I mean by this? Now, of course, it's normal for people like us, for mans like us, to have our own rooms or stuff like that. So you might watch stuff a little alone, but try your best to watch it in public or, with your family. The last one, this is specifically tailored, for you guys. Well, I was going to say for Muslims, but it's not for Muslims. My bad. Understand the consequences of your actions. Anything you watch or whatever you're watching, understand its consequences and what it can do. These are my 4 tips. Right now, let me go into a little bit of detail. When the first tip I was talking about be conscious. When I meant by be conscious of who's watching you and of what you're doing, what I mean by that is, as a Muslim or as a person who believes that there's a creator, he should always know that no matter how much you try to hide under your blankets or your covers, no matter how much you watch in incognito mode, no matter what you do, or no matter how loud you turn up other things so that no one else can hear you, understand that Allah will always be the one watching you, and He will always be able to see you. I mean, that's the same thing. And He will always be able to hear you. My bad. He will always be able to watch you, and He will always be able to hear you. No matter what you do, you cannot hide from Him. And the moment you realize this, you'll have shame, right? You have shame that, bro, what am I doing? The creator of the 7 heavens and the earth is watching me doing something so filthy. And if that's too hard for you to imagine, imagine your parents watching you. Incredible way. Imagine your parents watching you, right? And if you can't even imagine that, imagine yourself watching you. Imagine you watching you. Imagine how dirty it is, how disgusting it is. You will feel filthy on the inside, my guy. You'll feel filthy. And afterwards, you will feel like garbage. I'm pretty sure you will, because you did something so filthy, right? Now, coming to the second tip, which was never have too much free time. What I meant by this is, we have a saying in our religion that free time is an easy way for shaitan to get access to you. It's an easy way. Because free time, allows for dirty things to happen. What I mean by this is for example, when you have free time, you watch some Netflix or some movies or, some things. And sometimes those things might have ads that are not going to be good for you, right? Like how they show so many women on your ads, so many women, right? Even though you're not a woman, you're a man, but they're going to be showing you that, right? Or you're going to be watching a movie which you're like, oh, it's all action movie, but all out of nowhere, the main character is doing some madness with another woman. It's like, bruv, I'm trying to watch action movie, not a movie about, that disgusting stuff going on. You know what I'm trying to say? Free time gives access to stuff like that. And once you have, once you view that a little bit, you start enjoying it, then you go even deeper, then you search even deeper, and then God knows where you go, right? Third, The third one, where you should never watch anything by yourself. What do I mean by that? Look, if you're watching in your living room, if you're watching something in your living room on your phone or on your TV, you will be so quick. If an ad comes which is not good for you, you will be so quick to click away the ad, or literally swipe away from that video, that you'll be like the Flash. It'll be like that. It'll be quick. It'll be so quick. Cause you'll be scared, bro. You'll be like, bro, what if someone watches me? What if somebody saw me? What if somebody heard that? Haven't you seen those, those funny videos where it's like what do you call it? There's like a little moan that comes on like as a prank, and then the guy like freaks out, he throws away his phone because he's so scared, like he's in public. Like, I shouldn't be doing that. Like, that's hayat, that's like shame. And you need that. You'll be more self-aware of what you're watching when you're in front of other people, because you don't want to embarrass yourself in front of other people. You don't want to embarrass yourself in front of little kids, your little siblings, or your little nephews, your little cousins. You don't want to embarrass yourself, or your elders. So you like swipe away real quick. That's the third one. That's the third tip. Now, fourth, the consequences of your actions. And by the way, let me just make a quick disclaimer. Alhamdulillah, I have never watched or done any of those things. As in the tips I have used, yes, but I have never watched or taken part of those disgusting, if you know what I'm trying to say. I've never taken part in those things. And the reason why, because I use these tips. I've never even had the chance to do something like that. Well, alhamdulillah, I'm blessed because of that. Because I have an amazing environment. I'm always surrounded by people. I have people coming probably every single day, and I have to like go outside with my boys. So I don't even have time to do these things, which is amazing, and I love it. So this is a blessing that I have, and hopefully it's a blessing that you guys can have also. Now, coming to the last part, listen. We men, we have been programmed in a way since way back, by our ancestors and by our examples of men. We've been programmed by them and by our elders that how a man wants to achieve a way to fulfill his desire. You know what I'm trying to say? Like that desire. The way a man can fulfill that desire, it was a hard process. Like to actually get married is easy. Signing the papers, the nikah papers, and the walima, that's easy. But it's about the behind the scenes to get married, right? Signing the paper is easy, but to get married, not all the time, but being in great physical shape is something that you need. To look good, to take care of your hair, to take care of your skin, to take care of your teeth, to take care of your physical body, everything physical about you, to smell good. These are requirements of a man to get married. To get his bread up, to get his money up so he can financially support his family and his wife is another thing that takes years. Maybe not even years, like a little bit of time to make a lot of money and to do it continuously, right? That's also hard work and effort that a man must put in. And to become mentally mature. To be mentally mature, to understand, okay, if there's a situation at hand, how do I handle it? If there's a familial situation at hand, how do I solve it? If I'm in this situation, how do I get out of this situation? If my wife throws a tantrum, what am I supposed to do? If my mom and my wife have a fight, am I supposed to be fair? How do I be fair? A man needs to also have mental maturity. These three, and most importantly, I think it's the most important, a man needs to be religious. A man who prays his 5 daily prayers, is committed to praying his 5 daily prayers. He's disciplined to pray his 5 daily prayers. He reads the Quran and he understands what Allah is asking of him as a man, as a rajal. He understands these things, right? And when you that's unfair. When you understand these 4 concepts and you implement them, not master them, when you implement these concepts and you really live by those 4 concepts, then you have the ability to get married. But it's not like that. You have to go ask people if they know any women that could be good for you. You have to search a woman by yourself. You have to ask your parents to find you a woman. If you can, if you want to have more ways to find a woman. You have to go and you have to have that confidence to go and ask that woman out. And then after all of that, my bad, it's more than 10 minutes, my bad. And then out of all of that, you gotta go to her dad. Have confidence in yourself as a man. Go to her dad and say, I want your daughter's hand in marriage. Then you have to go sit with the daughter. I'm talking about the halal way, right? Not the haram way, the halal way. This is even though this is really easy if you do these things correctly. And then you gotta convince her of why you're good for her. You gotta talk with her, you gotta engage with her, you gotta ask her deep questions. And then you get married. And then after all this difficult process that probably took you years after this, right? Even though Islam is not difficult, it's easy. All of this is easy. It's just you make it more difficult for yourself, right? And then you get married. And then you can finally release yourself. Your desires, you can release them. And then it's halal, then it's worth it. And every single time you do it, it's a good deed on you. You see, this is a blessing. Not the one that you use your hand. That one makes you feel like garbage. Out of everything I've read, it makes you feel like garbage, right? And it's not even worth it. It's honestly not even worth it. So this is what I want to say. These are the 4 tips that you should implement in your life. And alhamdulillah, inshallah, it will help you. And just understand, I'm Pakistani, right? And even though Pakistan is an Islamic nation, bro, we all know how far it is from Islam. And we all know, if you go on the reports, you'll see that Pakistan is one of the top 5 countries that is using or watching those disgusting things. Mans have too much free time. But yeah, inshallah, use this, it will help you, Allah. And Assalamu Alaikum wa Rahmatullah.